a state that lives and breathes football. Welcome inside the massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, no love lost between these NFC East rivals. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys.
Please welcome your 2026 Dallas Cowboys.
Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season, and the injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running for the marker with Williams. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
17 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down from the 42. First down, here's Dak. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
And the Cowboys first down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Javonte Williams, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
To the air now on first and 10. It's Cox. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Krosky-Merritt gets it from the gun. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Commanders getting their first red zone look. They've got first and 10 right along the 20. From the red zone on first. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Trying to throw this from the gun. Escapes out to the left. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. They're on the stop. That's rookie out of Boston College, Donovan Ezeraku.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Kick the running back in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it.
44-yard attempt.
Moody knocks it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Tolbert now to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
That's Lamb running a slant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Now a toss running left with Williams. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's good for a Dallas first down.
Kid, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him for minimal yardage, but it was going to be tough to stop him from getting a first down as close as they were to the sticks.
Williams now on first and 10. On the move, past the 40. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. They'll get 16 yards on that play, and that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Here's Prescott, first and 10. Caught quickly on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Design quarterback run here. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Prescott's a throw here, third and 2. He's going for it himself. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own numbers. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. From the red zone now. Dump off, caught by his back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Prescott here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Prescott now to throw on third down. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get 6 more on their early advantage. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11.
14, Commanders 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They have 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
On the counter, Krosky Merritt. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They're going to run again here with Krosky Merritt. They're working a couple yards past the line. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. Krosky Merritt on his own read. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty Vets Tressway. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for 1st half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Von Miller.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Another run for Williams. And the defense getting a little revenge after that last play, huh? This time, they don't even let him get back to the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
They go with Williams on the counter. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Third and long for him here. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's 4th down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X-factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Engeron now. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, because safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing from the gun here. Throwing the out route complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Running back sent in motion. Pushing it up past the 30. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Washington 1st down.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Again to throw on 2nd. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
They go inside give to Krosky Merritt. And his progress is stopped, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
That wasn't the first time, Kate, you've called this guy's name, but definitely one of the hardest sacks he's going to have. A lot of range required to get that one done, but an impressive negative tackle for loss.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this third down. Looking to throw here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Commanders ready for the punt. Kevontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. First call here coming from the shotgun. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. There's Williams to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 3 coming up on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Cowboys with the lead here at AT&T. Prescott out of the gun, 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, here's Dak. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. This is complete to Ferguson on left. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set to go now from the 35. Going left side, Williams with it. Will be a yard at most there, and it's 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, Prescott. Screen here for Williams. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. From the gun is Prescott. He's making a bid for it. Prescott is hit, he lost the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return.
Recovered by the Commanders.
Man, they had to be exhausted by that point, Brock, which makes it even more impressive that one of them somehow found the energy to force a fumble like that, finally get them off this field.
Yeah, it's thrilling for the defense, Kate, but geez, it's demoralizing for an offense because you could feel it. You could feel it when you've kept that defense and ground them to a nub, and you just feel that energy being sucked out of them, and to not take advantage of it just stings that much more.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a two-score ball game here as we resume play. Aubrey now to kick this one away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Jukes away from one.
Deebo Samuel on the return.
Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Running right side by McLaurin. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And a Washington first down. First and 10.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Washington.
So first down from the 41. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And he's touchdown about 5 yards shy of that first down marker.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Now run it out of the pistol. Kronsky Merritt. And second down only works out for a yard.
The ball carrier. The tackle by the Guardian Overshow. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. 4th down, pass coming. Oh, he's going to run for it. Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4th.
Washington Commanders first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Commanders.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
First down, play action. Johnson gets hit and he loses the football. And this is going to be Cowboys football.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be two hands on the football as they return to the field. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on first. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On second down, it's Williams again. And give him 9 on that run. They've got third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and 2.
Third and just 2 to go. Running for the marker with Williams. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
I love that call on third down, because it just gives you options. The best third down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Line up the design keeper. It's an 8-yard gain, and things look a whole lot better now. Third and 3 upcoming.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Dak now from the gun. That is caught, he's got Lamb. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. Third down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Dak out of the pistol. Caught quickly on the slant. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Aubrey puts it through, and then extends their lead to 14.
I know it's not a touchdown, but that's exactly what you want to do after a takeaway. Make them pay, and in this case, with 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. We put a receiver in motion left. Starting on the ground here, Krosky Merritt. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
11 on the play. First down, Washington.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another Washington first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback who could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. This time it's a passing play. Hits him on the out route. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. And Pete Carroll was there. If he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Looking in the air here. Now set up the screen. Here's Moore. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or 2 miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure in these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on third. Here he goes, third and long. Johnson gets hit, he loses the football. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football.
Josh Johnson sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
They're out now, ready to punt it. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Still motoring past the 30. And he'll finally be taken down right along the 40. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
He'll always sign off on it when that particular call comes in the headset and the running back gets a chance to hear it. A toss is his chance to get outside quickly and let that athleticism shine as he dances through the defense.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. He's going to get Devin. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Kid, I think I can even feel it up here in the booth. You feel this offensive line just gaining confidence. When you get chunk run after chunk run in this league, boy, those big guys say, feed the run game.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. With a solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A handoff for Williams, running left. And they make the stop, I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
We've set it down from 37. Here's a design run. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Dak to the air here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Prescott here from the gun. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Aubrey puts it through, and that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Brandon Aubrey.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I've got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
I can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. This interception is also dropped, but they're still going to take possession as the incomplete pass forces a turnover on downs here. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Up the gut they go with Williams. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run for Williams. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys can rest easy with a 3-score lead. Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by that Commanders defense. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Aubrey puts it through, and that extends the lead to 20.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. First down now, ball at the 33. Come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Here's a throw. Screen pass here for Krosky-Merritt. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Washington calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. It's caught by McLaurin. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's going to throw it again. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They are throwing it again. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Sticking to the air here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Now throw, 3rd and long. Drops this one off to Krosky-Merritt. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Throwing it again here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.